Hello students, welcome to the study of Standard 10 Science and Technology Part 1 Chapter 5 Heat. Students, till now you have studied specific latent heat of fusion, specific latent heat of vaporization, regelation, anomalous behavior of water, dew point and humidity. Today, let us understand the units of heat, specific heat capacity and the principle of heat exchange. First, let us understand the unit of heat. So, the units of heat are joule in SI system and calorie in CGS system. The amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius is called 1 calorie heat. Similarly, the amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degree Celsius is called 1 kilocalorie heat. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. Students, always remember, if we heat 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius in different temperature range other than 14.5 to 15.5, the amount of heat required will be slightly different. Hence, it is essential to define a specific temperature range while defining the unit of heat, and that range is 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Calorie and joule are related by the following relation. 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joule. Now let us understand the property of specific heat capacity. For this, let us perform a simple experiment. Materials: a tray with thick layer of wax, solid spheres of iron, lead and copper of equal mass, burner or spirit lamp, large beaker. Procedure: take 3 spheres of iron, copper and lead of equal mass. Put all the 3 spheres in boiling water in the beaker for some time. Take the 3 spheres out of the water. All the spheres will be at temperature 100 degrees Celsius. Put them immediately on the thick slab of wax. Note the depth that each of the sphere goes into the wax. The sphere which absorbs more heat from the water will give more heat to wax. More wax will thus melt and the sphere will go deeper in the wax. It can be observed that the iron sphere goes deepest into the wax. Lead sphere goes the least and copper sphere goes to intermediate depth. This shows that for equal rise in temperature, the 3 spheres have absorbed different amounts of heat. This means that the property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by a sphere is different for the 3 spheres. This property is called the specific heat capacity. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of that object. The specific heat capacity is denoted by letter C. The SI unit of specific heat is joule per degree Celsius kilogram and the CGS unit is calorie per degree Celsius gram. The specific heat capacity of different substances are as follows. Water 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Paraffin 0.54 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Kerosene 0.52 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Aluminium 0.215 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Iron 0.110 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Copper 0.095 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Next is silver. Silver 0.056 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Next substance is mercury. The specific heat capacity of mercury is 0.033 calorie per gram degree Celsius. So these were the specific heat capacity of different substances. If the specific heat of an object is C and mass of the object is m, and if the temperature of the object is raised by delta T degrees Celsius, the heat energy absorbed by the object is given by Q is equal to m into C into delta T. In the same way, if specific heat of an object is C, mass of the object is m, and if the temperature of the object is decreased by delta T degrees Celsius, then the heat energy lost by the object will be Q is equal to m into C into delta T. Now, let us understand the principle of heat exchange. If heat is exchanged between a hot and cold object, the temperature of the cold object goes on increasing due to gain of energy, and the temperature of the hot object goes on decreasing due to loss of energy. The change in temperature continues till the temperatures of both the objects attain the same value. In this process, the cold object gains heat energy and the hot object loses heat energy. If the system of both the objects is isolated from the environment by keeping it inside a heat resistant box, meaning that the energy exchange takes place only between the two objects, then no energy can flow from inside the box or come into the box. In this situation, we get the following principle. Heat energy lost by the hot object is equal to heat energy gained by the cold object. This is called the principle of heat exchange. Measurement of specific heat by mixing method and calorimeter. The specific heat of an object can be measured using mixing method. For this, calorimeter is used. You have learnt about calorimeter in the previous standard. If a hot solid object is put in water in a calorimeter, heat exchange between the hot object and the water and calorimeter starts. This continues till the temperatures of the solid object, water and the calorimeter become equal. Therefore, heat lost by the solid object is equal to heat gained by water in calorimeter plus heat gained by the calorimeter. Heat lost by the solid object Q is given by mass of the solid object into its specific heat capacity into decrease in temperature. Heat gained by water Q1 is given by mass of the water into its specific heat capacity into increase in its temperature. Heat gained by the calorimeter Q2 is equal to mass of the calorimeter into its specific heat capacity into increase in its temperature. Thus, heat lost by hot object is equal to heat gained by calorimeter plus heat gained by water. That is, Q is equal to Q2 plus Q1. Here we come to the end of the chapter. In the next video, we will see how to solve the numericals of this chapter. You will understand more nicely about the principle of heat exchange and specific heat capacity when we solve the numericals of this chapter. Till then, keep revising specific latent heat of fusion, specific latent heat of vaporization, the process of regelation, the phenomenon of anomalous behavior of water, dew point, humidity, the units of heat in CGS system and SI system, specific heat capacity of a substance, and the principle of heat exchange. Keep revising all these things. Stay at home, stay safe, and enjoy studying. Thank you.